This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget. And this is HQ Videos for you. And today, we're going into the Bat Cave, not the Black Cave, but the Bat Cave. My son got me that for Christmas. And even though I'm a huge movie buff, I also like music. And if you notice on my videos, I always like to have music on there because that's a part of who I am. And it's also a big part of movies if you listen to soundtracks and stuff. But my mother's in the process of moving, and she has these vintage wax. I mean vintage Saints blues. Look at this stuff. This is what I grew up on. Not that necessarily. That's a little bit before my time. This is, some of this stuff is a little bit Patti LaBelle. Last Night in the Pits. The Clark Sisters. What is this? Willie Hutch. The Commodores. And the reason why I'm kind of starting this out like this, because I'm going to one of my favorite places in Florida. It's called Sound Exchange. It has music, DVDs, Blu-rays, VHS, laser discs, cassette tapes, music, movies. It's a physical media heaven. So sit back, relax, have a drink, have a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video. Yes, we're back at the Dollar Tree, but this is not necessarily a Dollar Tree video. I just happen to have some business to do on the other side of town, specifically on the west side of Tampa. So on the way there, I decided to check out some Dollar Trees I didn't last week. I figured they probably wouldn't have too much more than what I had in my area because I've been seeing a lot of the same DVDs and same Blu-rays, but some over here. Decided to check it out anyways, and lo and behold, I walk right in the store and it looks like they just put out their display. And at first glance, it looks like more of the same stuff. Wakefield, Planet Earth, Volume 4, Hostel 1517. Yeah, a lot of the stuff I've already seen or already have that I've gotten at the other stores. But that's part of the fun and part of the frustration also. If I look hard enough, I say 75% of the time find one or two gems from each store. But the thing is actually looking through them. This store, not so much. I'm seeing stuff like some of the same titles from last year, especially the Ultimate Bull Riding. Bull riding. It's ultimate bullshit. But anywho, yeah, it looks like more of the same here. Now this is the Dollar Tree off of Fowler by the University of Southern Florida. Normally they don't have too much here, but again, this is kind of on the way to where I have to go, so I figure I'll stop by here too. And they have them right out front, and I don't know if they just didn't get a lot or they've already been picked through, but I'm seeing pretty much same stuff. Blood Vikings, Brave Town, Quixote cartoon animation. Bangkok Knockout. I'm gonna watch that soon. Voices of Stone, I have that. I'm gonna get it on Blu-ray. Yeah, all this stuff, Being Human, all this stuff I already picked up at the other Dollar Trees. Now this is a Dollar Tree in on Nebraska Street in Tampa. Pay close attention to the bars on the windows, let you know that this is an unsavory neighborhood, but I usually feel comfortable wherever I go. And for the most part, people sense I mean them no harm, and I like to think people mean me no harm, but if they do, I do have something for them though. Let's see where they're hiding their movies at in here. I don't frequent the store very often, again, because it's on the other side of town. And again, it kind of brings to mind an economic term I studied in Econ 101 back in the day, many moons ago in college. Is a term called diminishing returns. Basically, I could go out to all these Dollar Trees outside of my area, but at a certain point, I'm just going to be wasting gas because I'm not going to be finding any new movies. So again, just had to hit the side of town since I had business on this side of town, and still looking for the Blu-rays here. And I'm sure if some of you are watching the video, because some people make comments before my other videos like, yo, dumbass, you passed it on the way in. Yeah, I do that sometimes though. So sometimes I tend to have tunnel vision or just mind somewhere else. But as I mentioned before, a lot of these titles look extremely familiar. The ones that I'm interested in, I already have. Home for the Holidays, I have that already. Ask Me Anything, I have that. It's over here. Trip, I picked that up. Stage Fright, I have that on Blu-ray. Ant Boy, just picked up that whole trilogy, I think last week. Since you haven't seen this one before, Little Prince. Interesting. The Program, I'm actually looking forward to watching that whenever I'm in a mood to watch a documentary type movie. Reese's, I love my Reese's. Yeah, looks like the same old same for Bad Milo on Blu-ray. I already have that. Haven't watched it yet. Nothing new here. Benefactor. Serious Moonlight, I already have that. Another Dollar Tree on the west side, Tampa. Did I just see this lady before? This location usually keeps their movies on the end caps, so I pretty much know where to go. And looks like more of the same here too. Look at that, how many copies of that Ultimate Bull Riding did they make? Jack Goes Home, interesting movie with Macaulay Culkin's little brother. It's down here. I already have these Blu-rays. ESPN box. If I didn't have that, I would definitely grab it, but I already have that ESPN set on the end. It was a great buy for $1. Somebody else. Let me just take a brisk walk and see if sometimes they do hide the movies in other places, so I like to do my due diligence and just check the store, make sure I'm not missing anything, since I probably won't be on this side of town for a while. I do like to check the Dollar Tree book section every now and then. I can get some great books at the Dollar Tree, so not only do I watch movies, I can read too. Yes, I'm a man of many, many talents. I think that's it for this store as far as their movies go. I don't think I'm going to find anything else here. I haven't hit this Cash America thing since the summertime, and it doesn't look like they've updated their selection since the summertime. Always have great deals here, 99-cent Blu-rays, 50-cent DVDs, so I can't complain at the price, but just not finding anything that I need. And that's kind of good and kind of bad. That means my collection is getting more complete by the day, but there's no good deals I can find here. Bachelor Party 2. Let's see that no one saw. I haven't seen it, so Tom Hanks wasn't in it. So. Ocean's 12, Nacho Libre, Wanted, Spider-Man, District 9, yeah, common titles, things probably your everyday collector already has. Underworld, love that movie. Kate Beckinsale, very sexy in that movie. Glory Road, excellent movie. Fool's Gold, haven't seen that. Borat and Bruno. Interesting. Very right next to each other. I haven't seen either one. Not very interested in watching either one either. Grey's Anatomy, my wife loves that. Never seen it. Big Love, never seen that. Interesting though. Isn't that the late Bill Paxton, I believe. 30 Rock, never seen that. Interested in watching that though. Ash America Pawn. This is the other one in Tampa. I think last time I was out here this summer, I think I got some 4Ks out here for a few bucks. Unlocked, that's a Dollar Tree title. Spider-Man, of course. Killing Gunther with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Have that, haven't watched it yet. Parental Guidance, I've had that for years. With Billy Crystal, haven't watched that yet. Argo, excellent movie. I'm not even a Ben Affleck fan, but I'll give credit where credit is due. Excellent film, Argo. Valkyrie, haven't watched that yet. Okay, I'm at Sound Exchange. The bag here are some movies I'm going to trade in for store cash. Most of those are like Dollar Tree movies or doubles that I had. Usually I can find a couple movies here, so it's worth my while to make the trade. So let's see what I can find today. There used to be one of these right by my house, like less than 5 minutes away. Then they moved it about 10 minutes away. Then they ended up moving in a whole different city in Pinellas County. So it was cool. Just drop these off here. They look them up. They give you a price. And they'll take it off whatever you buy in the store. And by the way, if you guys have a VR or virtual headset, check out the link below. I'm actually filming this in 360 mode, so if you have a virtual reality 360 set, it looks actually pretty cool. Even if you don't have that, if you have a tablet or if you have a cell phone, smartphone, you can actually get the 360 view on this. But Sound Exchange is like one of my favorite places to go in Tampa. A big movie buff as well as music lover. Matter of fact, as you see in the intro, my mom just dropped me off a bunch of LPs. Dying to get into that. I have cassette tapes. I'm a huge music lover. If you haven't noticed in all my videos, I try to put some new music in there so to kind of go along with the vibe of the video. So Sound Exchange is one of my favorite places to go. Look at movies, look at not so much music as much as I used to though, but if I ever have any free time, I might check out, some bargain CDs. I haven't been here in a while, maybe since this last summer of 2020. It looks like their video section is a little bit smaller than it used to be. The music section, like they're drawing, especially their wax, their vinyl selection, but these empty spaces here used to be all filled with Blu-rays. Yeah, there used to be no empty spots here, even against the wall, where like there's special genres. You very rarely see any empty spaces. So I don't know if that's because they're selling out so many or they're not getting as much in. I don't know. Hopefully this is not one of the businesses that goes out of business. Also, especially cool about this place, if you notice the decor, a lot of memorabilia stuff, posters, electronic stereo stuff, which just blows my mind. 'Cause a lot of this stuff is like classic stereo stuff that is just premium stereo stuff that's really old, but it never wears out. That really durable, high-end electronics. Look at these receivers, this beautiful, these speakers. Alright, I got all these shots I need to get for the video. Now let me dig in and see if they have anything that I can get my money back worth, or at least my videos. Yeah. And on the budget, you have to go to the budget section, so this is different. I don't think I've ever seen this cover before. Pulse. Interesting. Check out the horror section here. We have Insidious. Boy, Final Destination, Annabelle, Conjuring 2, Dracula Untold. Excellent movie. What else they have here? Critters. We have that. Human Centipede, one of the most twisted movies I've ever seen. And again, everything used to be like jammed packed in here. You see how eccentric cinema, how detailed their genres are. How these are the TV series on Blu-ray. Heroes. First season I actually have the complete Heroes. Game of Thrones. My wife loves that. I've never watched it. Flash. My son and I, we love Flash. Sopranos. Even though I didn't like the ending of Sopranos, still an excellent show. Alias, excellent show. I wonder if that'll ever make Blu-ray. Just have to have another look at some of the electronics. Receivers. At the Black Cave, and yes, I'm still picking up more movies at Dollar Tree. This actually exchanged some of my old movies a lot, which were Dollar Tree movies, for some movies at Sound Exchange. So really for this bunch, I probably paid $3. And this is what I got from the pawn shop at Cash America. So give me a second. Let me get these screen scanned in. And okay, we are back at the Black Cave. And yes, I'm still picking up more movies at Dollar Tree. This pile is from Sound Exchange. Actually, I traded in some of my old movies, which are mostly doubles or Dollar Tree purchases. And for this whole bunch, I paid like $3. And this is what I got from, this is from Sound Exchange, and this is from Cash America. And I actually did a little haggling over this. There's supposed to be $3 a Blu-ray, and I actually talked them to $1 Blu-ray. Actually, she told me she'd give them to me for $1 Blu-ray. So give me a second. Let me get these scanned in, and we'll get into this in a moment. I have everything scanned into my CLZ Movies app, and that's Charlie Lima Zebra. And there's actually 28, two of them I had to put in manually. And let's get into it. We're going to kick it off with Michael Douglas and Diane Keaton, and so it goes. This is a VBS film. Never heard of this though, but of course you have two iconic actors, Douglas and Diane Keaton, so definitely worth a look at for $1. And so it goes. Next we have Inoperable, and like the other one, these are blind buys. I haven't seen either one of these, and most of these from the Dollar Tree, all of these from Dollar Tree I haven't seen yet. Inoperable, not familiar with any of the stars. This is a Cinegem release. I find a lot of Cinegem releases from Dollar Tree. Inoperable. This looks like maybe a suspense thriller, possibly. Next we have Living Proof, based on a true story with Harry Connick Jr. And actually, again, respect for him as an actor, probably back in the 90s when he did a movie called Copycat, where he was a serial killer. Also was in Independent Days,
Independence Day with Will Smith and a couple other movies. So he's not a bad actor as well as a musical artist. This is a Sony release. And you also do have Regina King in here. That's another name that I really recognize. Living Proof. Next, this is another Cinegem release, Alien Domicile, and it looks like kind of a knockoff of the original Alien. Not quite though, but sci-fi ITN release. Looks like a low-budget horror sci-fi picture. Alien Domicile. Next, actually had seen this at Dollar Tree several times and actually saw it on somebody else's face. Movie Edge had this, Jedi Junkies, and I am a Star Wars fan, so I decided to add this to my Star Wars collection. And you do have Chewbacca in here, Peter Mayhew, Ray Park, Darth Maul, Olivia Munn. I'm not familiar with Olivia Munn, but Jedi Junkies. This is a docu-films release. I don't think it's a documentary on nerdy guys like me, Star Wars fans. Jedi Junkies. Next, this seems like possibly a takeoff on either Smoking Aces or Lock, Stock, Barrel, and Gun, something like that. I vaguely remember the title. That's I think a Guy Ritchie film, I believe. Smoking Guns. I'm assuming this is something along the lines of this, and I believe it's in English, but it seems to be a foreign film. I don't recognize any of the actors in this. Smoking Guns. Next we have an Asian action film, Extraordinary Missions, from the director of Internal Affairs. I'm not sure if that's Internal Affairs, the American movie. It's a Cinegem release. Extraordinary Mission. Next we have another, looks like more of a Asian period piece, Ashes of Time redo. A boat excursion to the realm of pure cinema. It also now seems like one of Mr. Wong's most important. So we'll definitely take a look at this. This is a Sony release. And not recognizing any of the stars. But again, it's an Asian film, so I just thought about popular Asian artists, not necessarily the smaller ones. Ashes of Time. Next, I believe there's a 3D version of this. Monty Python, Not the Messiah. It's a Very Naughty Boy. If you're of a certain age, you probably grew up with Benny Hill, maybe Monty Python's Flying Circus, because back then you only had 3 channels, really 3 affiliates: ABC, CBS, NBC. Then you have maybe an ABC affiliate and PBS. And on PBS, a lot of times they would show Monty Python and Benny Hill. So if you wonder where I get my strange taste or unusual taste in comedy or just movies, it is from being an older person without cable and just watching whatever's on TV, and partly watching PBS and Monty Python. It's Not the Messiah. Next we have Jean-Claude Van Damme. I thought I had this before. I do have a movie called Kill 'Em All, I believe, or something to that effect, but it wasn't with Jean-Claude. So I was hoping I can get this on Blu-ray, and still going to keep a lookout for it. But until then, I will start with the DVD, Kill 'Em All. This is like a younger Jean-Claude. When is this? When did this come out? No, 2017. Must have a facelift or something. Kill 'Em All. And the only Blu-ray that I was able to get from this Dollar Tree pickup was Steep. And this was like kind of a documentary shot style movie. I love usually the visual in these kind of films. So I've only been skiing once. Not for me. Snowmobile is much cooler though, but we'll definitely watch it on in the comforts of my home on Blu-ray 4K. Even though it's a Blu-ray. Steep. So these were my Dollar Tree pickups. And hold on, and I'll go over the Sound Exchange pickups. Okay, this stack I got from Sound Exchange. I think I paid like $3 for this with my trade-ins. A lot of the trade-ins I did were Dollar Tree movies, so I made out. But let's start out with Slapshot. I just saw this again on Movie Edges pages. I think you got this from Amazon for like $5 or $6. $3, technically less than that with the trade-in. Classic Paul Newman. It's kind of like an action comedy picture. Slapshot. Not a big hockey fan. I've only been to one hockey game, two hockey games in my life. First hockey game I went to was actually in Detroit to the Red Wings. Wasn't a fan, but actually had tickets on the glass. That means can actually reach out and touch the glass, and watching 6'5" guys in skates ram each other against the glass. That's the only way to watch hockey though, so kind of looking forward to watching this Slapshot. Next, Pulse. I have a DVD version of this. Very unusual cover. I'm assuming this cover is a foreign cover because this actually came out in 2006. This cover, but the actual movie was released I think in the US in 2010. So it's a totally different cover. Horror picture, Pulse. I think this is actually based on an Asian picture called Pulse. I'm pretty sure. Not positive though. Haven't seen this in a while, so I don't really remember what it's about. Pulse, the unrated version. Next we have Liam Neeson and The Commuter. I actually saw this streaming. It's kind of typical Liam Neeson. A little slower paced. It's not quite as much action. It's more suspense and build up thriller type of picture, but definitely worth the watch. Again, they went $4 for it. I paid probably about, if you average it out, probably 50 cents for it though. So I have the DVD and the Blu-ray for The Commuter, and see if the code works. Next we have Disney's The Princess and the Frog. I might have seen this once back in the day. I don't know if I've seen all of it or not though, but nice to add to my Disney collection. And if someone can answer this for me, I'd definitely be interested. They said Soul. Maybe they're talking about Pixar, not Disney. They said Soul was the first animation with an African American protagonist, but I thought that would be The Princess and the Frog, but I don't know. Please clear that up for me if you know in the comment section. But it just came with the Blu-ray, no code, no DVD, just a Blu-ray, but that's fine. Disney's The Princess and the Frog. Next, another one that I saw streaming, which is not a bad picture. It's a J.J. Abrams picture. I'm not going to give too much away if you don't know about this. Overlord. And this is a Paramount release. And nice horror action picture. You have the DVD and the Blu-ray. Overlord. And if you've been watching my channels, you know that I like the BBC, especially documentaries. I think I have, and I know I have two of these. I think it's Volume 2 and Volume 4, Planet Earth, that I got from Dollar Tree on DVD. And I really wanted it on Blu-ray, and I saw this at Sound Exchange. And I know that I have a pretty decent return from in-store cash for my returns. And I was kind of running out of stuff to get, so this kind of came perfectly into my eyesight. And you have the whole collection, so I don't have to worry about getting the other two at Dollar Tree, since I have the whole collection now on Blu-ray of Planet Earth. And again, then when you figured it out, I probably paid about 50 cents or $1 for this, if that. This is what I picked up from Sound Exchange. Now this next spot I hadn't hit up since this summer when my son and I were hitting some of the spots around town. Now I believe this was the Cash America where I got a couple 4Ks for like $3, I think. Initially they had their Blu-rays at $3, and the young lady at the counter said if you get 6 or more, I only charge you $1 a Blu-ray. So I got 10, and I think I made out pretty well. First one we have Bloodfest, and I actually saw this at Walmart for $5. It's still in the wrapper. Let me get this out the wrapper. Hold on. As you can see in Cash America, $10. That's that ball on the budget stuff, baby. Look, Bloodfest. Don't know much about this. It's a Cinegem release. Have the DVD and the Blu-ray, Bloodfest. Next, I actually got this also. I got the DVD version of this at Dollar Tree, so I have the Blu-ray, but I'm still looking for $2, 2 Murders 1. Has a slip cover, but the slip cover is kind of in a little rough shape there, but for $1, I'm not going to bitch too much. And I just have the Blu-ray, but I already have the DVD from Dollar Tree. And nice artwork on the back. I hated that they did this though. That was totally uncalled for. I don't know why they had to do that. It screwed up the picture. I hate people do stupid shit like that. But anywho, the disc is in great shape, so. $2, Murders 2. Next we have Donnie Brasco with Al Pacino and Johnny Depp. My wife and I were talking about this the other day. I haven't seen this in at least a decade or so. It's a little slow, if I remember correctly though. It's a decent story, but it's not going to have a lot of action scenes. It's more of a suspense drama. Donnie Brasco, based on the true life story. And the Blu-ray, and again with the old it's a Sony TriStar. I love the artwork on the back of the cover. Donnie Brasco. Next I have Santa Paws, The Search for Santa Paws, Disney classic. I actually can't, I get these mixed up with the Golden Retriever movies. I really can't tell one from the other, so. But for $1, definitely pick it up. It's a Disney Blu-ray DVD combo. Have the DVD and the Blu-ray and just extra crap. And Search for Santa Paws. Next, another movie I haven't seen. I've heard a lot about this over the years. California with Brad Pitt and Juliette Lewis. Includes both the theatrical and the unrated version of the film. So I'm wondering if this is kind of along the lines of the movie she did with Woody Harrelson, Natural Born Killers. I'm not sure if it's along that lines or not, but looking forward to watching this. California. And if you've seen any of these, specifically this, leave me a note in the comment section. Let me know if you liked it or not. California. Next, we have Paul from the directors of Superbad, and you have, I guess it's Simon Pegg, and I think that's Nick Frost. I'm not familiar, but I really like both of these guys. He's actually been into the Badlands. He's been in a number of movies. They've been in a number of movies together. This is a comedy dealing with alien invasion. Paul, unrated. If I remember correctly, really weird, kind of strange type of movie though. Paul. This is digital copy, actually works or not. We have the Blu-ray and DVD. And this is a universal joint. Paul. This is only DVD that I got out the joint. This is the classic snap cases from Warner Brothers TriStar. Jeremiah Johnson. I haven't seen this in years. Also Robert Redford. For some reason I was thinking that this was Clint Eastwood, but this is a Robert Redford kind of wilderness guy story though. I haven't seen this in years. Looking forward to watching it again with the wife, Jeremiah Johnson. Never heard of this before. Sleuth with Michael Caine and Jude Law. Wickedly entertaining. So I don't know if this is a suspense thriller or a comedy. Every time I see Jude Law's name, I think of the first Academy Award that Chris Tucker actually hosted, and he made this joke about who's Jude Law, and Sean Penn came out. I don't know if they were sleeping together or what, though. Like, I'll tell you who Jude Law is. I don't know, just a very weird moment in Oscars history. But Sleuth with Michael Caine and Jude Law. Next, a movie I've never heard of. I do know Amy Adams. I can't tell you what I've seen her in offhand, but I do recognize her face. This is a comedy. Nice little slipcover. And again, for $1, yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Leap year. Next, we have The Grudge, the remake. I actually saw this. Not as good as the original, in my opinion. And the original was not as good as the Asian original, which it actually adapted or stole from. But still a decent story. Grudge. And I think it's what's this guy name from? I think it's the guy from the Weed movie, Harold and Kumar. Is that Michael Chu? I can't see right now, but I think it stars him. The Grudge. I have the Blu-ray and see if the code works. And lastly, very good movie I saw this streaming also, The Hunt. Don't want to give too much away, but it is very relevant during the era of Trump, and I'll leave it at that. Very interesting movie, even more interesting ending. The Hunt, the Blu-ray and the DVD, a universal joint. And these were this to me was like the jackpot of the day. 10 Blu-rays, 1 DVD for $10 at Cash America. Can't really beat that. So this has been Dollar Tree, Cash America, Sound Exchange pickup. You know what time it is. Because of lack of space, I have to separate this from the cases so I can put the artwork in their folders and put the DVDs and Blu-rays in my DVD and Blu-ray cases. So give me a second, let me put these where they belong, and I'll get finished up and let you guys go on about your day or night. Hold on. Yes, it's that time again. I have everything laid out, all the plastic ready to go, all the DVDs and Blu-rays ready to go in their case, and all the artwork ready to go back where it belongs. As usual, thank you so much for taking time out to hang out with me and talk videos and hunt for videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? It doesn't cost, won't hurt you a thing. Smash that bell, hit that like, share, subscribe. If nothing else, give me the big thumbs up. Other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone be safe. Peace.